Musaza ameze neza cyane. Kandi wakoze kwa watwitabye.
Asante sana wakoze nawe.
N'abantu bari muri Kongo bafite inzozi zo kuzoba abagabo.
Our boys who are in the Congo who have dreams of becoming men.
Barakuruta ujyanye muri benze uhaho hari bikadutegereje ko tuzoguhambira.
More important than you who's here and who's thinking about what you're going to do here.
Abana bacu bari mu minembwe baha batekereza kuzokira kw'igihugu.
Our youth, our young men and boys who are in Minembo.
Barakuruta wowe uryamye uhaho utekereza kuko tuzosanga waryanye mu gitanda gusa ngo nurumoge gwakwisha.
They're more important than you who are here in this country sleeping in your bed and dying.
Ubwenge ni ukumanaginga gukoresha ibyo utunze.
Intelligence is to know and how to manage what you have.
Suko manage n'ibyo utunze.
It's not being managed of what you have.
Niba mukorera amafaranga ngo bahari bishe.
If you work for money and you're going to
Imana izodufashe muzokene mu babazima.
God's going to ask you so you become poor.
Ariko niba muri abasore baje muri Amerika.
But if you're a man who came to this country,
hari igiti bazabita ngo ni igiti cy'umumbati.
there is one tree they call the manioc.
Igiti cy'umumbati iyo giteye kigaramye kiburukwi.
A cassava tree, when you put it in the ground,
no, iyo gitereka go kigaramye gutyo.
If you leave it around,
kiza kiburukwi bakagikomeza.
It does not grow properly.
Ariko iyo gishinze,
but if you put it in the ground properly,
kiza kibyara umumbati n'isombe.
It grows and produces more.
Urubyiruko rwa Amerika.
In America,
ni mwishinge muri kino gihugu.
You need to put yourself right.
Mutanga umumbati ku banyamurenge.
So that you can grow.
Aho kugira mwirambike. Bazabakomeza muri kino gihugu. Imana ibahe umugisha.
Subscribe to PAPALEGENDTV.
Byari byiza kuko dukoresha ururimi rwacu.
It would have been better for us to just use our own language.
Ariko nuko dufite n'urubyiruko rwacu rutumva runo rurimi.
Because we do have a youth that do not understand our language properly.
Rero reka dufate umwanya dushimire urubyiruko rwose ruri hano.
Let's take a bit of time to thank all the youth that are here.
Ikindi kandi reka dushimire umuhana wa Arizona.
The next, let's thank for the city of Arizona.
Umusore,
a young person,
agereranywa n'ibintu bitatu.
Is defined with three things.
Icambere ni ubutunzi bw'ubwoko.
The first thing is the wealth of the culture, the wealth of our culture.
Umusore ni ubutunzi bw'ubwoko.
A youth, a young person, is a wealth of the culture.
Umusore ni imbaraga z'igihugu.
A youth is the power of the country.
Ubwiza bw'umusore nibwo bwiza bw'igihugu ciwe. Kurama mwisi,
to live longer on earth,
sugutinda mwisi cyane.
Does not mean to stay on earth longer.
Nukwiba mu gihe kigufa rwo twarasezeriye ngo tugomba
gusezera. Is to be on earth a short time for having served the time for it.
Ijambo ryanyu ngo ndeka kurambirana.
And the last thing that I would like to say,
rubyiruko rwacu,
our youth,
rw'abanyamurenge, aya niyo magambo ngiye kuvuga.
This is what I want to say.
Arababaza bamwe cyane.
It's going to be sad for some people.
Ariko muranyihaganira ndimubabare.
It's 100 years and plus.
Kandi batakikirimo.
Who are no longer in this country.
Ntabwo mwavumbuye Amerika.
You did not discover America.
Ntabwo mwavumbuye Amerika.
You did not discover America.
Ibingibi muhamwe ikora abasore bacu.
What you're doing today to yourselves.
Hari abazungu batavyikora.
There are white people who don't do it to themselves.
Hari abazungu badashobora kubikora.
There are white people who cannot do it for themselves.
Kubera kuko.
Because
barabisize.
They left it behind.
Reka mbwira abahungu n'abakobwa.
Let me tell boys and girls.
Kino gihugu twajemo.
This country that we came in.
Ntabwo ari mwe bashasha bakigezemo ba mbere.
You are not the newest people to come in this country.
Iki gihugu kirashaje.
This is an old country.
Hari abakibaye mu myaka 150 itambutse.
There are people who have been here 100 years and plus.
Kandi batakikirimo.
Who are no longer in this country.
Ntabwo mwavumbuye Amerika.
You did not discover America.
Ntabwo mwavumbuye Amerika.
You did not discover America.
Ibingibi muhamwe ikora abasore bacu.
What you're doing today to yourselves.
Hari abazungu batavyikora.
There are white people who don't do it to themselves.
Hari abazungu badashobora kubikora.
There are white people who cannot do it for themselves.
Kubera kuko.
Because
barabisize.
They left it behind.
Tidushaka ko urubyiruko rwacu rero.
We don't want our youth today.
Rugomba gutora trash abazungu bataha.
Who can go and start picking up trashes that
abasore bacu.
Our youth today.
Tibagomba gutora trash abazungu batokoresha.
They don't have to pick trash for white people who doesn't want to do it.
Urumogi.
Drugs.
Blues.
blues, cocaine.
Tidushobora kuyinywa kubera ko abazungu batakiyinywa.
We cannot have that because other people
kandi niba n'abazungu bayinywa.
Even if you see white people drinking it,
twebwe tugomba kwibuzwa n'impamvu imwe.
For us, we cannot do it because of a reason.
Umubare wacu ntutwemerera kunywa urumogi.
Our numbers does not allow us to take drugs.
Hello. Urumogi.
Drugs.
Buri bwoko bugira icyo bwemerewe.
Every people have what they created for.
Twebwe abanyamurenge.
As abanyamurenge.
Tituremererwa gukora ibyo abandi bakora bibangiriza.
We are not allowed to do things that other people.
Kubera umubare wacu.
Because our numbers.
Iyo upfuye uri umwe.
If one person dies.
Biza bidutwara imyaka 50 ngo tuzibe icuho cyawe.
It takes us 50 years to.
Kubera kuko turi minorite.
Because we are minority.
Iyo umugore yifungishije.
Even one wife who don't.
Akatwima abana.
Who does not honor back.
Abadushize barriere imbere yo gutekereza abandi bantu bazomutsimbura imyaka 70.
Barrier for people who are going to replace us.
Iyo umukobwa mwe akanyanga.
If a woman drinks.
Agashiraho urumogi.
And put drugs on it.
Abatwinyiterambere ryo yegereje ku buryo twebwe tuba tugiye kuja muri travail yo gutsimbura wa mundi myaka.
She's preventing us from getting what we.
Abanyamurenge ntabwo turagera ku rwego rwo kwicwa n'urumogi.
Abanyamurenge, we are not ready to die for.
Tugomba kwemererwa kwicwa n'ibiyobwabwenge.
We are not allowed to die because.
Mureke abazungu bibice.
Let other people die.
Ibo ni benshi.
Because there are many of them.
Naho twebwe turi ubwoko butaza burangirizika mu isi. Abo turi kumwe tuzamure ibiganza tureko turi kumwe. Turi kumwe namwe. Tabwo turi ubwoko bwo kwimita abandi ibyo bagezemo. Kubera umubare wacu tutwemerera kwintertaininga n'ibintu bitwica. Kuko iyo dupfuye, iyo dutakaje abasore babiri muri Canada muri Amerika, bidutwara imbaraga nyinshi.
It takes us a lot of effort
kugira ngo twongere tubone remplacement y'abajya abantu.
For us to even get a replacement of that person.
Niyo mpamvu uzosanga
that is why
abandi bitaro byose
other people's hospitals
uzosanga havutse abakobwa 500.
You'll see there are about 400 young girls being born.
Mu bitaro byo mu Rwanda uzosanga havutse abakobwa 500.
In Rwanda, for example, one hospital a day there's 500.
Ugasanga nta munyamurenge wavutsemo.
And in those 500 there's not even a single munyamurenge. Are we together?
Wagera mu bitaro mu Buganda.
If you go to hospital,
ugasanga Murago Hospital.
If you go to Murago Hospital,
havutse abahungu 200.
There are 200 boys born.
Harimo abatanzania.
There are Tanzanians.
Harimo abagande.
There are Ugandans.
Harimo abasudani.
There are Sudanese.
Harimo abanyamerika bavukiyeyo. Harimo abamaliye bavutsemo. Harimo Liberia bavutsemo. Ugasanga nta munyamurenge wavutsemo.
There's not a single munyamurenge in there.
Turi ubwoko bwomara amajoro 3 ku isi.
We are people that can fast 3 nights
tutavukishije umuntu.
Without having a single baby.
No tekereza ngo mu ijoro rimwe.
If you think in one night.
Twavukishije umuntu ku isi.
We haven't had one person.
Twarangiza tugapfusha 3 bishwe n'izo.
And then we have 3 people dying because of alcohol.
Twakagombye kumwe ibintu bitwica.
We should have drinking things that are killers.
Tukagira taux de natalité nyinshi kurusha taux de mortalité.
We should have a great mortality birth than mortality rate.
Tukavukisha abantu benshi baruta bahaba.
We should have more people being born than those who are dying.
Ariko tugomba gupfusha abantu benshi.
But we don't have to lose other people.
Muri tumara tuzare bakeya.
And then have less babies.
Umva babwire rero.
Let me tell you one thing.
Abantu bari hano bose urubyiruko bari hano.
People, our youth here today.
Ntabwo ari ukubanga.
It's not like we don't like you.
Nukubakunda.
We love you.
Kandi ikintu kinshimishije kwa ndarangiza ndeka gutinda abaye musi.
What makes me happy today?
Kiza kinambabaza kandi kiyakinshimisha.
It makes me sad but it makes me happy.
Ejo nagiye kuri stade hariya.
I went to the stadium yesterday.
Baba kina kabumbu hariya.
When they're playing football.
Abahungu bakubita kabumbu baragakubita gutya.
Boys kick the ball.
Simbeshe ndi kwa kuri podium.
I'm not lying, I'm here.
How zaki na Canada na
Canada and Phoenix were playing.
Bakubisa kabumbu bagize gutya bagira gutya.
When they kick the balls around.
Numva kubitega ngeze biza mu mutwe
wanjye. I felt like I wanted to cry.
ariko wareba abantu bakwita kabumbu
But if you see people who are playing the ball,
wamwijirana muri private y'ubuzima kugira ngo umenye icyo ubwoko bwa musoromaho.
if you go through deep and try to understand what the people can wear from him,
ugasanga ni igiti gifite amababa ariko kitotanga imbuto.
you realize that it's just a tree that does not have any branches.
Yarize
They studied,
afite amashuri,
they have good education,
afite ubwenge,
they have intelligence,
abuze gusa ikintu kimwe,
they lack one thing.
road map y'ubuzima.
They do not have a roadmap, a life roadmap.
Road map y'ubuzima.
The roadmap of their life. Failure
ntibakakubesha burya ngo kutagira amafaranga.
Failure, it's nothing to do with not having money.
Turuzi umutindi wasinziranye ubwenge.
If you see a poor person who lie with intelligence,
araruta umuswa wiseguye ifaranga.
It's more than having someone who's not intelligent but have a lot of money.
Umutindi, umuntu umukene usinziranye ibitekerezo.
A poor person who sleeps with a lot of intelligence in his head
araruta umuntu wiseguye amafaranga
is more important than someone who sleeps with a lot of money
ufite ivyerekezo bitatu.
who only has three things.
Ufite parking,
Who has parking,
akagira reverse,
he has reverse,
akagira na depart.
he has not go.
Mu mutwe we ni ku kazi,
In his head is to go to work,
aparike,
he parks the car,
reverse atahe mu rugo,
reverse he go back to the house,
icupa ku ruhande,
and then a drink on the side,
namara aryamye.
and then he sleeps.
Uwo muntu
That person
ararutwa n'umuntu utagira iyo modoka
he's worse off than a person who doesn't even
ari
have that
gutanga ibitekerezo bibyara amafaranga
car. He has
atakoze.
a lot of intelligence ideas that create money.
Ijambo rya nyuma
The last thing
si ukubazira ni ukubakunda.
I'm saying this because I love you.
Iri jambo ngiye kurivuga urashaka ubundi urivuga mu cyongereza
Yeah,
neza.
let me try and see if I can get this word properly.
Umusazi
A foolish person.
umusazi usarata
A foolish person who becomes when he's going back home.
araruta umunyabwenge utanahabuka.
He's more important than an intelligent person who does just wander around.
Umusazi wa usaravuga mu munde kure ntahe.
A foolish person who is saying, let me go up.
Araruta umunyabwenge uhavuga ngo sinzira yo guhabuka ari
It's more
ihengenge.
important than someone who is more intelligent and is looking for ways to stay here.
Turi kumwe namwe?
You understand?
Umuntu wapfuye afite inzozi zo kuzuka
A person who dies with the dream of resurrecting
araruta umuntu uhagaze wahorota inzozi zo gupfa.
is less than someone who's standing with the dreams of dying.
Abana bacu bari muri Kongo bafite inzozi zo kuzoba abagabo.
Our boys who are in the Congo who have dreams of becoming men.
Barakuruta aho uryanye muri benze uhaho hari bikadutegereje ko
They're
tuzoguhamba ejo.
more important than you who's here and who's thinking about what you're going to do here.
Abana bacu bari mu minembwe baha batekereza kuzokira kw'igihugu.
Our youth, our young men and boys who are in Minembo,
Barakuruta wowe uryamye uhaho utekereza kuko ari tuzosanga waryanye mu gitanda gusa ngo nurumoge rwakwisha.
they're more important than you who are here in this country sleeping in your bed and dying.
Ubwenge ni ukumanaginga gukoresha ibyo utunze.
Intelligence is to know and how to manage what you have.
Suko managed n'ibyo utunze.
It's not being managed of what you have.
Niba mukorera amafaranga ngo bahari bishe,
If you work for money and you're going to
Imana izodufashe muzokene mu babazima.
God's going to ask you so you become poor.
Ariko niba muri abasore baje muri Amerika,
But if you're a man who came to this country,
hari igiti bazabita ngo ni igiti cy'umumbati.
there is one tree they call the manioc.
Igiti cy'umumbati iyo ugiteye kigaramye kiburukwi.
A cassava tree, when you put it in the ground,
No, iyo ugitereka ngo kigaramye gutyo.
if you leave it around,
Kiza kiburukwi bakagikomeza.
it does not grow properly.
Ariko iyo ugishinze,
But if you put it in the ground properly,
kiza kibyara umwumbati n'isombe.
it grows and produces more.
Urubyiruko rwa Amerika
In America,
nimwishinge muri kino gihugu.
you need to put yourself right
Mutanga umwumbati ku banyamurenge.
so that you can grow. For
Aho kugira ngo mwirambike, bazabakomeza muri kino gihugu.
they will marry you in this country.
Imana ibaheze umugisha mwinshi.
Subscribe to Papa Legend TV.